you probably not buy sugary soda and da da da. I bet you they don't. Okay. Hello person watching this video, and welcome to my channel. My name is Bria, and I finally know what I want to make content about. So over the last 3 weeks or so, I've really been prioritizing my health and working out and eating better and really just taking care of myself and my health much better. And I finally have decided that I want to document my journey. It's not 100% focused on health and like eating well and stuff like that, even though that's the main thing. This is about my mindset and my mental health first and foremost. Like, first and foremost, my mental health and mental health in general is first and foremost to me. Secondly is my physical health, and lastly, but certainly not least, is my overall confidence and self-esteem. So I struggled with this way more as a child. I was always chunky. I grew up a little, I was always a little butterball, a little chunk-a-monk. So that was, a thing. Kids, you go to school, you get bullied, you get talked about. Now you gotta bully people back, but whatever. But what was kind of unique about my upbringing, like just being like a little on the less confident side and kind of unexplainable to me, is that when I looked at myself in the mirror as a kid, I never thought that I was like, ugly, but I convinced myself that everyone else in the world thought that about me because of my weight. Like, I would look in the mirror and think that, oh my God, like, I'm pretty, like my face is really like cute. Like, I would look in the mirror and be like, oh, like I'm really cute. Like, I like my nose, I like my lips, I like my, everything about me. Like, I like it, but there's no way in the world others see that. They see me as being a fat girl first. So that's something that always bothered me, and that was like, that mindset, like that thought process was like the main contributor to me really not being confident growing up. Also, certain people in my family would comment on my weight as well, and like on some, like trying to be helpful in a way, like, but most of them were overweight and fat and did other things that weren't healthy for them, but they always seem to overlook that with the fat kid. It's always the auntie that chain smoke every day that gotta tell you that as a child you need to lose weight. Like, bitch, worry about your fucking lungs, but whatever. Leave a child alone. Like, honestly, like, sidebar, if you are out there trying to like pull little chunky kids to the side and tell them, you need to lose weight, you are, and then later on that day you drink a whole bottle of Henny, or you smoke like a chimney, or doing other shit that's horrible for you, mind your business, please. That kid does not need you to do that. That kid is not your possession. You don't live with that kid. If you don't live with a kid, or like you just know a kid just happens to be a little fat, and I guess like you're insecure about your reality of life and you're an adult, don't try to make that kid's self-esteem go down by telling them, oh, you're overweight, da da da, because when it's all said and done, kids copy their parents' habit. So instead of going to the kid, go to the parent. All right, let's see if you got enough balls to go to a parent and tell them, hey, stop buying the sugary, greasy, bad food for your kid because your kid is overweight. You probably not buy sugary soda and da da da. I bet you they don't. Okay, leave the little fat kids alone. All right, leave them alone, period. Before I pull up, before they call me. Okay, call me, y'all. They do that, I'll pull up. All right, and tell them, hey, you're a whole grown-ass motherfucker in children's business. Lay off. Just back up. Just leave the kids alone. But getting my confidence and self-esteem to like a healthy level took some years, and it was a process, and it's still an everyday process that I have to work at all the time. And it's still something that I have to like stabilize in my life because of other factors, like just to make it like that self-esteem and that confidence is concrete. Like, it ain't shaking. It ain't changing over here.
It ain't changing over here.
I think growing my self-esteem and my confidence is to the highest level that it possibly could be. Very, very valuable to me. And I know it's really valuable to other women, which is why I want to document this whole journey, because I want to have the proof of it. Even though I never had any health issues, diabetes is in my family. So I am very aware and concerned that, you know, the long term effect of being overweight is like that could happen. I could get diabetes. It could be a thing, and that's something that I definitely don't want to happen. Like I imagine me in the future, like I don't want to be 50 years old on medication. I don't want to be 40 years old on medication. I don't want to be a unfit person when I'm older, when it's much harder for me to work. I'm not going to be, you know, have this much you know, adrenaline or adrenaline energy so I want to make sure I'm doing the things that I have to do now, so I can live good and live absolutely healthy in the future. As I mentioned in the beginning of the video, this journey is not strictly about losing. My mindset and mental health has been something that I struggle with in the past, and it's a work in progress absolutely every day. So also this journey is about me basically just giving death to things that no longer belong in my life. Relationships, friendships, jobs, energy, things that are holding me back and sabotaging me mentally have to absolutely go to. And I have to be more prone and more I have to use more discernment about the things that I don't want to indulge in. So when I say that, I say like looking at things socially from a more adult type of mindset. I've had to make a lot of different changes in my life over the past year since this pandemic has started. I feel so much more confident in myself. I see the value of my life so much more now that I have really put my mental health as a first priority. Like nothing else comes over my peace. Absolutely nothing. Okay, I'm talking about nothing. Not even flies flying around in my house. So now when one is like buzzing in my ear and I'm starting to feel irritated, I'm just like, you know what, Bria, don't let it bother you. This fly is not worth it. We'll swat they ass soon. You know, God is on your side. No, but seriously, like I don't let things get me upset. And if I am upset about something nowadays, I give myself literally a timestamp. Like now I really analyze whether this situation is worth me, my precious energy and brain power being mad about. And does this thing or person deserve that? The answer is always no. It's always no. So I have to keep that in mind. I have to keep going. One thing that I do know, if you are trying to better yourself and uplift your life, and one thing I had to do is be able to identify when somebody is basically self-sabotaging me and is trying to mentally throw me off, because that does happen. Whether it's strangers, a partner, you know, anybody. Now one quote that I have came up with, I'm not sure if it's a quote, more of a saying, a statement, and that I've embodied, and it helps me deal with other people so much better, like so much better. Some people seeing you fighting your demons and winning can trigger them and upset them because they're fighting their demons and they're losing. But you're fighting your demons and you're winning, and they see that in you, they see the progress in you, so they try to throw it off in any way possible. Like for example, bringing up a situation like a ex-boyfriend, and that, you know, that this thing in life made you feel bad in X, Y, and Z way, and they want to, oh yeah, what's going on with that? Oh, you having with that? If you are working on your mental health, you do not need that. That's not something that you need to be around. That's something that is toxic for you. Where it's like the nucleus 555 Ascension journey. It's the nucleus, because if I'm not right up here, nothing else will be right. Same goes for you watching this video. If you're not right up here, nothing else is going to be right. Nothing. So if I find myself second guessing something, or just is uneasy, or just does not fit right with my spirit, I will thoroughly analyze it. I'm a Taurus. We just overthink. That's what we do. And we're usually right about 99.9% of the time. I have to make a decision of whether this person's going to have the pleasure of interacting with me. Interacting with you is a pleasure. Don't ever get that twisted. Especially if you're a good person and you know your heart, and you know God know your intentions and the universe know your intentions. So I think it covered everything I wanted to talk about in this intro video. Thank you for watching the video this long, and welcome again to my channel. Finally have found a topic that speaks to my heart and that matters to me. You know, like, comment, subscribe. Thank you. Until next time. Bye.